Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Jared Goff and the NFC champion Los Angeles Rams as they match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams set to take over on offense. For Goff last year, of course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 4,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, playoff wins over the Cowboys and the Saints before that Super Bowl loss to New England. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Goff out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
Throwing on third, Goff. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the air again. Mariota. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Rams offense heading out, and look, a lot of focus since the Super Bowl loss has been on Todd Gurley. The offseason revealed he had an arthritic component to his knee, for whatever that's worth. But the Rams went out, they got Darrell Henderson in the 3rd round of the draft. They made re-signing Malcolm Brown a priority. What do you make of this Rams backfield starting 2019?
Well, the number 1 priority is to find out if Todd Gurley will play at the same level he's been playing. And the Rams seem optimistic that he can. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they cut down some of his carries.
And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
As the Titans take the field here, Charles, wanted to discuss their QB situation. Is this a do-or-die year for Marcus Mariota under center?
People want to downplay that, but the bottom line is that it is, because it's the 5th year for him. And remember, he came into the league as the number 2 overall pick behind the number 1 pick, Jameis Winston, and both of them are in similar situations with their teams, Jameis and Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota needs to stay healthy and play to the level that's expected. I believe if he does that, things will work out quite well for Tennessee. But last year, battled a number of nagging injuries, made it difficult.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Natson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 1st down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
On 4th down, Goff. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mariota gives to Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Offside. Defense.
Let's go, fellas.
That penalty is declined.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 15.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions.